FM, and here we are today. Another wonderful program. We're last 10 days, brothers. Last 10 days. We've got only a few more days left. Every day is an opportunity to do good, Brother Farook. What do you say?
Yes, you do much as you can. Yeah.
I've got with me today a wonderful guest here, Brother Farook Lambat. He's from the Ansar charity.
Yes, yeah.
Yes? And I wonder if anyone can call me right now or send me a text message to tell me if they know about Ansar and what do Ansar do. Of course, I will give them a gift voucher from Signature Perfumes, which is worth £5. It's a £5 gift. If anyone can text in or write in or even give us a call. And let's talk about Ansar today, because it is important that we bring attention and we talk about all the good organizations in the city of Leicester. A lot of good people doing fantastic work here in the city of Leicester.
Yes,
do you agree?
There's a lot of people doing it, but mostly they do it, on themselves, and it's not publicized quite a bit.
Of course, and it's our duty here to highlight all the good people in the city who are doing some wonderful work, right? So, Brother Farook here, I've known him for many, many years, and in fact, we met through a charity project, didn't we?
Yes, yeah. For teams, yes.
Yeah, for teams years back. And we've sort of connected very well over the years. And so many different projects that we work on collectively.
Yes,
And we just meet each other at the football ground or at a community center or anywhere. So, Brother Farook Lambat, welcome to Ramadan Radio today.
Thanks a lot for having me. I had to push it to come on here.
Of course. And we also have joining us today in the studio, Brother Yaya.
It's great to be back.
And of course, today, Yaya, we want to introduce him to Ansar, don't we?
Yes, yeah.
And explain to him what is Ansar all about, because we need to reach out to every corner of our city to explain to them what is Ansar doing and how can you as a family or as a member of the community can benefit from the good that Ansar is doing. So brothers and sisters, all of you listening right now, I myself, I'm feeling the same as you are. I'm thinking about iftar. Is my guest here in the studio thinking about iftar?
Depends what's on the menu.
Yeah, but when I walked in here, I says, I will not be able to do an hour today. My stomach is talking to my head, and I won't be able to do it. And I told them in the studio, and what do? They just push me inside.
You just got to do it. You got a job to do.
Get in there, go and do.
Yeah, you're the man for the job. So
and then I come in here, and I meet these wonderful guys, and I'm instilled with positive energy. So we're ready to go. Brother Farook, I want you to give me a brief history of Ansar. And first of all, tell me, where is Ansar based?
We're based in Highfields, off Melbourne Road, where Islamabad is, or the Highfield Centre. So we're in between the library and Islamabad, the supermarket. We've been there for quite a few years. First, we were in Overton Road, but we were upstairs, and that was a mission. We had to carry the wheelchairs upstairs, and it was quite hard to. But when we moved, alhamdulillah, we lived there for quite a few years. So we started in 2003, and there were no facilities, for community orientated. So, we had all other places like Val and all that, Crosspatch, and that people were running places, but it was not fulfilling the needs of thing, especially with us, with our diets and, Muslim people or Asian people in the South Asian community. We didn't have nothing for them. A lot of people had people with disabilities at home, but they just kept that at home. They never, they never went anywhere. They never think, and it was hard for the parents to look after them. I know I had a friend who was, only when his daughter was 18, when we started Ansar, he used to play football with me. Then I knew that he had two daughters, that one was 18 years old. We didn't even know, and they didn't tell anybody. So that's why the idea came that to start something for that. So this Ansar is just to run for people with learning disabilities. So when we started, quite a few, we struggled. The ones who started, they bring in buy sales and, sell food and do this, go to the markets. car boot sales and sell things there, and then start delivering, making money and start delivering the projects. So alhamdulillah, we have come a long way now, and we have 32 service users.
Right. Let me just stop you a second. How many people are working at Ansar at the moment?
We have 5 part-time workers, and the management is run voluntary. All the management is run voluntary, and I mean, I volunteer. Even I'm the lead fundraiser and the volunteer for them, and we have quite a few volunteers that come and help us.
Now, this address you mentioned, it's brought me back a memory that one of the first presenting we did was at the Ansar.
Yes.
Do you remember many years back?
Yes, many years back.
Ramadan radio was at the Ansar studio.
Yes. Yeah, that was the sensory room where you guys had the radio station in.
Yeah, that's right. Well, at that time, I remember Teams was invited to come and do a presentation there, and we came there, myself and Muhammad Wara and Bobby. We 3 of us came. Brother Salim. You remember Brother Salim?
Yes, Salim Sheikh. Yeah.
And we came there and we did a little presentation about Teams. So that was many years ago, wasn't it? About 12 years ago, I think.
Yes, that's
almost.
right.
Yeah. So Ansar steadily has been growing, and the first people who started Ansar, can you remember them?
There's Rihanna Sidat, Fatma Bai, and Nayim Razak, and Ismail Sidat.
Now, Nayim Razak is still there, isn't it?
Yeah, Nayim is still there. Nayim Abdullah is still there.
And Ismail Sidat is there?
No, they're all gone. They've gone on to move on to other projects.
That's right. They've moved on, and it's their journey of life, and they're doing other things. Rihanna is doing a program here as well.
Yes.
And the wonderful jobs they're doing at the moment. Still involved in the community very actively.
Yes,
right. So this is the wonderful thing about our city, that we engage with each other, with other community members who are doing different things. And anybody would take a guess here how many communities we have here in Leicester?
Oh, I'd say 100. What would you say?
Yes, maybe. Yes. Yeah, but we say we need the services, and we need the people to come into the community to do things for, to help people.
Right now, the users at Ansar,
yes,
they are from wide range of.
Oh yes, we have. A Muslim, we have an English lady, so we have Hindu, Sikhs, anybody. It's open to the community. Anybody can come and use it. So
to use the facility.
Yeah, use the facility.
So how do you actually find out the users? Do they reach out to you directly, or is it word of mouth?
We network mostly. I mean, we see people, people in wheelchairs or somebody, and we offer them, we say we got the service. And usually it's for adults over 18. So when they leave school, the college or school, they need nowhere to go. I mean, usually they stay at home. So before, the parents used to get the money.
Now, the best tool of networking today is what? What is the best tool of networking today? And what is the best tool of awareness today, Brother Yaya?
Networking, best tool is going out and seeing people.
I'll give you even better idea.
Social media.
Social media, that is it. He's hit the nail on the head now. For that, Brother Yaya, maybe you can think of some good ideas you can pass forward on to Brother Farook here, where they can make a little video about what Ansar is doing and put it out. Bring awareness. Yes, awareness is very important, brothers and sisters. It's AMB. Awareness, marketing, and branding. Yes?
Yes.
So now I want you to go through briefly, because I see you brought 4 pages with you, and that is a little heavy.
Yeah.
He's brought some reading.
I'll just give you some thing. First about disabilities, right? I mean, people are not aware of disabilities, so spreading awareness of disability is important because it teaches people how it affects people's lives and how we can help somebody with a disability. It also helps to get rid of stereotype related to disabilities. Furthermore, it helps to remove the stigma around mental disabilities, which are invisible, though very important to recognize. Through disability awareness, the misconception and stereotypes surrounding those with disabilities can be brought to the forefront. When these are done, attitudes and behavior and become more positive and factual. In order to create a better understanding of children and adults with this, it is really important to raise awareness, as many family Leicester are struggling and isolated from your community. This is mainly because of accommodation and reasonable adjustment or acceptance. Awareness creates empathy. So when we try to understand one another, it will stop people from having a stereotype mindset and create an inclusive and safe environment.
Brother, can I just interrupt? I really like what you said about the stereotype mindset. Me and my community, the Somali community, I see stereotypes happen about mental health issues and these kind of things. So if I had someone in my community want to use your service, how would we go about that?
You can come on the website, or you can go on Ansar website and think, or you can phone up, and you can come down and you can bring the service. Your parents can come, the service, whoever wants to use the facilities can come. You can have a tester session. We'll show you how everything is done, how it goes. And inshallah, they like it because they love it. I mean, we do 6 days a week.
Yeah, what kind of things do you do?
We teach them personal hygiene. We teach them cooking. We take them out. They love going out. I mean, we took them to Skegness 2 years ago, 28 on a coach, 3 in a wheelchair, and alhamdulillah, they enjoy it. I mean, when we take them to SeaWorld, we take them to
Where is SeaWorld?
SeaWorld is in Birmingham.
Okay.
So, I mean, we went all the way to Skegness, and they really loved it. We go to Drayton Manor. So this year we put into them, so I have to fundraise for the trip where they want to go. So they gave them options. I mean, some of them want to go Rutland Waters, some want to go Skegness, somebody want to go Conkers, some want to go Windsor Park, someone want to go Dubai. So I don't know if we can get a sponsor for that, we can take them.
So they choose the destination.
Yeah, we choose them. Yeah, we give them the choice.
Yeah.
Oh, they really want to get involved. So they all put their ideas together, and the one that comes with the most, well, the one that we'll take up.
That's really good, because it's really important to give them agency, isn't it?
Oh, yes, yeah. We give them that's a choice. They have a choice of what they want to do, where they want to go, and they're very happy with that, you know.
So, brothers and sisters, you are listening to Z on the Ramadan.FM community program, and we would like you to engage. You'd like you to ring on 0116 4822 If you have anybody at home that could use these services with Ansar, then call in and talk to Brother Farook here. He's here to talk to you. Is that okay?
Yes,
Brother Farook? And you can even text in your message on 077 488 55055. So to move on now, tell us now, these organizations, like every other organization, needs what? Yaya, what do they need?
Funding and people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Funding, when we say the word funding, that is accompanied by the word
money.
Exactly. Money makes the world go around. Money is a tool of rule. So that's what we need to do, brothers. We need to help and support our community organizations. Do you receive any government help?
Oh, Ansar they don't receive any funding from any local or anybody. It is self-funded and generate income through payment of delivery service. So what we do is this service, they get a payment, and they choose where they want to go, because they have a social worker, safeguarding. They have a team with them who help them. So if they want to come to Ansar, now usually they like to come to Ansar because we have ladies and men. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays is ladies. On Thursdays is boys. And on Wednesdays is mixed, and Saturdays mixed. So everyone wants to come, we run a service. I mean,
so you can accommodate anybody who wants
yes.
the ladies only, then they can come on Thursday and Friday. So it's very important, brothers and sisters. This is just one organization in Leicester, one of the many that we have in Leicester. Across the city, we have many, many fantastic organizations doing good work. And what our duty is here at Ramadan.FM is to create awareness. If you don't know, you'll never know. Yes?
Yes, 100%.
And I don't want a society which we call don't have a clue, don't know, never know. So we must bring awareness. even the young people who are listening in right now, don't forget that one day you're going to pass your 20s and you're going to catch another train called the 30s train. Then you're going to catch another train called the 40s train. And you got to, along the journey, you got to do a lot of good work. That's what we're here for, to do good work. So, brother Farook, do you have any young volunteers in your team?
We have a lot of coming from the schools and that, but the volunteers are mainly
Older.
adults, elders, older.
So would it be very wonderful if you had joining you 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds?
Yeah, they can do that. I mean, mostly anybody who's at university or doing social studies or even they can pull in a volunteer form and they come. The school holidays are coming up and they can come and help. I mean, it's good for them to come and interact with people who normally, in normal life, they may not meet anybody with a disability. So, I mean, if they can come, it's good for them to come and,
And
interact with them.
if there's any young people listening right now that want to volunteer, what would they do?
If you go on the website and fill in the volunteer form and you just phone up and then
and what kind of things will they do when they're there?
Oh, they help they just help the service to prompt them and encourage them and that, to encourage their ability to do something. I mean, person with a learning disability, it mustn't mean that he can't do anything. He can do something much slower. But, like a person that can't walk, but he can move around in a wheelchair and is quite capable of doing things in the wheelchair. I mean, they can do everything.
Maybe I'll send some young people your way.
Yes, you can. Yeah. You can send them.
You see, there you are, power of networking, get to know new people, discuss ideas, share. Share what you do, tell them what you do, and let them tell you what they do and how you can accommodate each other, how you can help each other. Brothers and sisters, in the community, you cannot do anything alone. You cannot walk alone in the community. You have to work together as a team. Now, we have the A to Z of different diversities in the community. Yes?
Yes, yes.
A to Z. A for?
Afghan.
Z for?
Z.
No, Z for Zimbabwe.
I said that last time I was here as well.
Yeah. So you got to remember that we have the B for Bangladesh, and you can keep going and play this game with your children at home. Now is iftar time, keep them busy, read Quran, read some hadiths and make some du'as. And if you don't want to do any of that, just educate each other. Educate each other about your community, how many people that live here, what is the diversity of the community, how you can all work together, live together in peace and in harmony.
See, I'll tell you how it is. It's personal centered, So we'll give someone non-verbal, someone can walk, most of them can't read. So what we do is train them color-coded. So the 3 of them got jobs in the council.
Do you teach Quran?
No, not Quran. We make them pray a few things, but not really Quran, because we got quite a few different religious people. But what you do is like color-coded. So we got them in their job in the council. They work 30 hours a week. They get paid £9 an hour. Taxi takes them. So everything is all color-coded. They'll send them out into the shops to see how they react to a person with a disability, how they get treated. So then they can report back on that. So we teach them quite a lot of things. And they like going out. They love going out. And
so disability can affect anyone in any family?
Yes, any family. There's a lot of families, I think, because I had a friend who works on the yellow buses. And when I used to talk about Ansar and things like this, like rainbows and, disability blinds, they never used to take it. But when he got a job there, he was telling me, Farook, there's so many people, so many Muslim with kids with a disability. If you go to school, I said, yeah, but we don't see them.
Farook, I'm just recapping over the years, we have worked with ManCap.
Yes.
We have worked with rainbows.
We have worked
with Laurus.
Vista. Yeah.
We have worked with Vista,
Yes, yeah.
the blind.
Mm.
And they used to be on Gwendolyn Road and they've moved. Did you know Vista? What they do?
Vista? No.
See, I've got an aspiring 25-year-old here in the studio, and before he leaves this studio, he's got to know these 100 organizations in Leicester. And we've worked with Macmillan as well, haven't we?
Hospitals, yeah.
And now we're working with the Leicester Children's Hospital.
Yes, yeah.
So this is like, we've just went through about 9 organizations there, and there's another 90 out there that are doing fantastic work. And if I went through the list of the charities that we have worked on together with Islamic Relief, we work with One Nation.
True, yeah.
Yes, and so many projects that we have been involved with. So we don't actually go collect money, do we? But we help other people to raise funds for their respective organization and their respective charity. So please, brothers and sisters, today we're going to bring attention to you about Ansar. And if anyone in your family is ever afflicted, they have to go to the hospital at Royal, or they have to be using the facilities that Ansar have got available to them. You may not even know what they do. So drop by Highfields Community Center. There's a car park there, and Ansar is exactly where?
Between the library and the Islamabad supermarket.
Okay, between there's parking.
Highfields Library, yeah, there's plenty of parking there.
There's parking outside. Go pop in, pick up a leaflet, ask them what they do. And we're here 1 month, 30 days. So we got to do as much as we can for as many as we can. So all of you who've got an organization in the city of Leicester, you come to the studio, tell us about your organization, and we can talk about it. Just like we are doing so with Ansar, who we have known for practically since they started. What year did it start?
2003.
2003. And these organizations, for them to survive, to have sustainability, what do they need?
Funding and people.
And money. They need funding, they need money. So you have any donations, anything that you donate will be...
Yeah, but we can only use lila money because most of the service get a payment, so we can't use any, zakat, and we only use lila money.
So in the community, throughout Ramadan, we're raising money, and it's always ring-fenced with zakat.
Yes.
With sadqa jariyah.
Yes,
and
yes.
these are the two areas where the zakat is normally applicable. So zakat is not applicable to your project, is it?
Yeah.
Is it applicable? No.
No, we can't take it.
So it's not. Now, when you're a service provider, it's not the same as if you were poor and you were destitute. And these are the people that will accept, or it's acceptable to give zakat to them. Now, throughout the world, can anyone take a guess? If you are listening in, brothers, and if you want a voucher, take a guess of how much zakat the Muslims distribute throughout the world each year.
Oh, I'd love to hear the viewers' takes. I would say it's got to be, I'm going to say $1 billion. I'm very ambitious. Multiple billion.
About 70 million pounds.
Well, guys, I'm going to disappoint you now. Yes?
Yes.
Oh, no.
You are talking about, what is a trillion? Tell me.
True, yeah, that's
What is
millions and millions.
it? No, we don't know a trillion. We don't know a billion. We don't know a million. We know 1,000, don't we?
Yeah.
So those of you who are at home, if you want to join in this question, is how much money do the Muslims contribute in zakat?
See, what I say, we send a lot of money outside, but what do we do for our neighbors? What I mean by our neighbors, I mean the people in this country, the services run like Rainbows, Lotus, Ansar, the food banks. I mean, they do a lot for our community. I mean, especially if you go to Rainbows or you come to Ansar, you see how our kids enjoy it, and the service they provide. But what do we do to help them? I mean, we send money outside. We do a lot for outside. That's our duty. I mean, people in other countries that need it, that are less fortunate than us. But what about neighbors? I mean, if you see your neighbor, 65-year-old lady pushing a 40-year-old person, do you go and help them in the wheelchair? Do you interact with your neighbors who's got a disabled child? We don't do much of that. Do you see a blind person? Do you help them across the road? No. That's why we have to get engaged in the community. We have to do things for ourselves because we use the service here. And they provide a good service. They don't look at what religion or but the service is provided is really good. I mean,
Now, it is the duty of all of us to work together to be a supporting factor for the disability sector in the city of Leicester or anywhere in the world. Like the brother Farook said, that when you see these things, you have to step forward. This is what Islam's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
about
yes.
helping your neighbors, helping your families,
Mm.
helping the ones that are in need. I mean,
Is that not the spirit of Ramadan?
it's absolutely
Now,
the spirit
what
of
we're
Ramadan.
saying, that should be inbuilt in every character in our family, right?
Yes,
The
yes, yeah.
spirit of Ramadan, where we have to be supportive to each other in the community.
See, when you help somebody, it's not that, especially with a disability or somebody less fortunate, is that smile on their face, that happiness. Even a disability people, you might not improve their condition, but you'll make that feeling, good feeling in them, that somebody is helping me, somebody is caring about me, somebody is thinking about me, when you support them. So it's about time people come out and, start doing things for, other people.
Of course, now, Brother Yaya, in your area where you are doing a lot of good community and charity work in the St. Matthew's area, do you have anything similar like Ansar?
We have Uncle Hashim. I call him Adher. There's one that you can learn. Adher means uncle in Somali for everyone.
What's
listening.
his full name?
Hashim Duale.
Okay,
That's
and
his name.
he does something similar?
He's
He
the one
has-
who rides the bicycle all the time.
I'm not sure about the
yes.
bicycle. That's news to me.
Yeah.
But he runs an organization called Dariel Autism. He helps people who have autistic children. He himself has an autistic son. And he does a lot of work, mashallah. He's been working hard for a long time. He's got an MBE for it. And it's a big task because whenever it's talked about, it's such a taboo. Like the children, they're hidden away. They're not, you can't see them because the parents hide them in their own houses because they're
Yes.
embarrassed. And
Yes.
it's so sad to see that.
I mean, if English families will take their children, however disabled they are, they'll take them holidays, they see them out here. But maybe Asian people, I don't know, they don't come out much with their kids.
It's an element of stigma and it's a culture. And these are the kind of challenges we have to address them. We have to talk about them. We have to bring them forward on the table. It should never be like that.
No, when they should have opportunity to come out and, go and see
Yeah.
things and take them out.
And this level of discriminatory behavior cannot be any more acceptable or tolerated in our communities. We should put our hand out and lend our support and our help at every opportunity. This is a blessing from Allah that you may not get this blessing next year. Are you going to be here next year? Are you guaranteed to be here next year? Brother Farook, are you guaranteed to be here next
not
year?
yet, no.
No.
Right? What could be? Tomorrow we don't know. Every day is a blessing. Right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So, brothers and sisters, if you're listening in right now, what we do today will determine tomorrow. If we do good today, we'll have a better tomorrow for our children and for our grandchildren.
Yes, yeah.
Yes? Now, I've seen that you brought 4 pages.
Yeah.
I want you to go through them because you've only done page 2. You've got 3 more,
well, what I do-
2 more pages to go.
My job is fundraising. So now the project is called Be Inspired, the one that we run. So that's what try to inspire them. So what we need disability toilets there. The main thing is because it's an old council tenant housing association building, the place that we. So now we need something. So I mean, there's a lot of plumbers. There's a lot of guys that sell all these bathrooms and that merchants. So let's see if you can come up with something and sponsor us with it. Come and see us. Phone me or phone Ansar or phone Zed or anyone. Phone the radio station and give your name forward.
Right.
And see
If you're going to
can
phone the radio station, the number is 0116-4822-086. Or if you want to send us a text, it's 077-488-55055. So, brothers and sisters, Brother Farook Lambat, you need to really go through that list now and say how much money it cost, and then we can create awareness. What do you say, Brother Yaya?
Yeah, we need more organizations like yours. So we want to help you grow. So let us know. Let the viewers know.
Right, the total.
Listeners.
The listeners, yes, of course.
We would like to refurbish the disabled toilets. Currently, the toilets have no heating and are very old. During the cold months, it will be uncomfortable experience using the new toilet will serve us uses warmer, safer, and comfortable environment, replacing the new toilet and hand sink, tiling, replacing the grab rail, and installing a heater. So this disabled bathroom that will cost about £979. And then the total cost, including with all installations, will cost about $4,800. But I mean, that's one estimate we got. But I mean, surely
that is just one item, yeah?
Yeah, just for the toilets.
So we've got about £979. That's £1,000, yeah?
1,000.
What else do we have?
Then we need heating because it's all storage heaters we got there.
Heating's
we need
expensive
to replace
right now.
the storage heaters. We have 6 storages providing heating for the whole building. There is no gas in the building. Unfortunately, 5 of the heaters are old and expensive to run. Due to not heated up properly, and they don't provide adequate heating during the winter months, Ansar definitely need them to new storage heaters that are cost effective and will enable Ansar to provide a warm environment for the vulnerable service users. Currently, there is no heating in the disabled toilet, and during the winter months, it's very cold and an uncomfortable experience for the users. Ansar needs to replace 5 current heaters and install 4 new heaters in the building where there are none. So,
what is the cost of that?
Replacing the heaters, they'll cost. A heater is £670 in total, cost of 5 heaters, and it's $3,350 plus VAT. Additional heaters will cost $530. Total cost of heaters is $2,120. So the total cost will be about $6,500 for everything for installs. But I mean, surely we got a lot of plumbers and heater. I mean, guys that fix it, electricians, and that they can come together, and someone can donate the heaters. I mean, we got companies that sell heaters and things. So if they can come together and donate it to us, that will be very grateful. I mean, that will be really nice.
So you need heaters, you need toilets, and
we need the showers. I mean, we need in the shutters in the front. We need the door thing, but the heaters and the toilets are a priority.
So today we are doing 2 things here. We are creating awareness of one of the community projects. There is another one which I'm going to also test you on. If you test your knowledge is power, see if you know about the second community project. Well, the first one, I was giving away vouchers to say, who knows Ansar? And nobody came back to me. Now, there is one message up there, Brother Farook. Would you like to read that message?
Salam, these projects are doing amazing hidden work. My sister has used this project for years, and it has been immersed for her. Thankless work by the team. We should fully get behind this fundraiser. It will be, inshallah, it will be welcomed by the community, Kirkmaster.
Okay, thankless work by them. We should fully get behind this fundraiser and also this awareness of Ansar, right? So I want someone to call in right now and give us a donation, which we'll pass on directly to Brother Farook here from Ansar. And anybody out there, if you're listening or you know a friend, call a friend and see if you will be able to donate any funds whatsoever towards the project. So what is the other major things that you like to be done there?
We need for arts and creativities, because we have to keep them occupied. So we need resources. So that costs quite a bit. I mean, we have to buy everything. So Ansar delivers a number of art and areas for adults with learning disability and part of the improvement of their fine motor skills. The activities also help develop the creativity skills and self-expression. These activities further fosters mental growth by providing opportunities and trying new ideas and new ways of thinking and problem solving. Board games offer opportunities for participants to identify colors, spaces, and develop hand-eye coordination and in moving cards and placing them around the board. Playing board games simulates the brain and assists in practicing essential cognitive skills such as decision-making, higher-level strategy thinking, and problem solving. So if you have activities, they they all get encouraged to get involved into the. If you have few of them around the table, and then the one gets it right, the others all excited, and it really motivates them to do things.
So that is quite a lot of different activities you're doing. You're
Yes,
even
we do.
taking them out of the city.
Oh, they like going in the community, and they're going to summit in the city, and they're right. So what our main fundraiser is like we have a bring and buy sale every year.
Now, brothers like Brother Farook here, may Allah bless them, they are doing a fantastic job in the community, and this is some inspiration. Brother Yaya, you at your age, were you doing, do you think you'll be doing that, what Brother Farook is doing, and Brother Farook?
I think listening to Brother Farook right now, I'm thinking we could be doing more in my own community around this kind of stuff.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
No,
And
no longer I want you to say my community. You need to say our community.
our community.
This is the new sheriff in time is together. Our community.
Absolutely. Our community. You know what?
As
that's
soon as
all
you
right.
say mine, you're putting the element of what I don't want to see in this community, that you're telling people that it's me and mine. What about the rest of us?
That's so true. Thanks for correcting
We need
me.
to always be aware of that.
So our community, but our community definitely needs more of this work, brother. Like what I was gonna ask you, have you got any stories that you can share with us, like a case study of someone who came to your service, where they started, where they ended?
Oh,
Well, I don't know.
many.
Well, I'm going to say, Kirk's sister came first, and she used our service. And alhamdulillah, she developed herself. Now she's employed by us. And she's quite good at it.
Who
Very
is
good.
Kirk?
Kirk Master.
Okay, Kirk Master.
Yeah, so
You got me there. You got me there.
She works for us. And alhamdulillah, she's very, very good at her job.
Very
And
good.
she can pick out something. If you do a health and safety issue, she can point it out straight away. So if you do something wrong, she's very, very involved. So alhamdulillah. So you see, I mean, if we help them to develop them and you encourage them, they can do it. There's nothing wrong, but usually at home they must be sitting there more. They just sit and there's a patience. You have to have patience.
So a lot
tolerance
of
with them.
patience.
Yes, very lot of patience.
Yeah. I imagine they come to you, then they're very shy. They don't know how to do things, maybe.
Yes.
But you've now developed her to a level where she's now has a career, has a job. She probably loves it.
Brother Farook, how about we
Mashallah.
put a question out to say, how many times is the word patience, sabr, mentioned or written in the Quran? In how many times? Who's
Yes, I
going
can
to
put
tell
the-
me the right answer? I'm going to give him a voucher for £5, a gift voucher, right? So we'll wait for that answer to come in. But now, Brother Farook, I want to ask you a question. Do you know there's a street in Leicester called Hallerton Street?
Yes, yeah.
Where is that street? Tell our listeners. And in fact, any of you listening right now, if you know where this street is
Just
in the
off-
city
off
of Leicester.
Evington Road here, just here somewhere.
No, that's Hallisbury.
Oh.
That is. So Hallerton Street is LE28QU. Here is one of the new projects. It's a mosque. Masjid Abdullah ibn Masood. Are you familiar with that mosque?
No.
It's in the Saffron Lane area.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, now, this is also a new mosque. Now, people must be aware of all the projects in the city. The way we empower ourselves with knowledge is to get to know about these projects. Now, again, every project needs what?
Money.
Money. So this project requires a lot of support, brothers and sisters. I have to give it a mention, Brother Farook, because
Yes,
it's also an important project.
Yes, yeah.
That we've got the mosque by the cemetery, the South Leicestershire. Are you aware of that one?
Yes, yeah.
South Leicestershire Islamic Community. Then we have the Orbi Mosque, and we have this mosque as well, the Masjid Abdullah. So we have the Ansar project. We have many projects that we need to lend our time to. Our human capital is necessary. Sometimes you don't have money, but you have time. that is what we call human capital. You have to deploy some time to these organizations and lend a hand, because Allah will reward you for that as well, Brother Farook. Right? All the years I've known you, what do?
Ask people for money, fundraising.
You ask people for money, but you also support many charities.
Yeah, that's it. Many charities, yeah. Well, I'm not affiliated to any charity. If somebody wants to do something, then we're always willing to give a hand.
You lend a hand.
On Saturday we got juniors or Fundraiser, and on Sunday we'll be at the food bank for One Roof Leicester. We'll be collecting for food bank at Cornwall Lodge. So if anyone would come and help, you can come. So it's always ongoing. There's always something.
We got a call we got to take right away. So if you can put it through, please.
Am I on air?
Salam alaikum, sister.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. I wanted to see how many times patience has been mentioned in the Quran.
Sabr.
Yes, sabr.
How many times?
102.
102. Did somebody help you with that?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew it. I knew somebody helped you with that. So you come into the studio and come and collect a voucher. Yes?
Okay.
Is that a good idea?
Jazakallah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Your name is?
You want my name? Oh yeah. It's Idris Shah.
Idris, yeah? So when will you come?
Today.
Okay, you come,
Inshallah.
and then this gift voucher is for signature perfumes, and you'll get a £5 discount when you go there, when you buy something. You're going to buy...
Any other vouchers?
Which other voucher would you like? Tell me.
Do they have any chocolates for that?
I'll tell you what. Because I like you, I want to suggest an idea to you. Do you want to listen to this idea?
Yeah. Okay.
Do you know a shop called Chocoberry?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a special treat because you were fast to answer this question.
Yes.
And you will come to Chocoberry and you will tell them that you're from Ramadan Radio, and he'll give you a chocolate boat. He'll give you a boat. You know what's a boat?
Yes, please.
A boat is those waffles with the strawberry and with the chocolate, the brown chocolate.
Oh yeah, I've had that. I've had that one.
You like that one, do you?
Yeah, I love it.
I'll tell you what, that's what you're going to have. So you got two things. The voucher, you buy a gift for your dad or your mum. And the chocolate, that one is for you. Is that a good deal?
Jazakallah.
MashaAllah. 2 for 1.
2 for 1. Jazakallah khair. You take care. Thank you.
Right, just talk a little bit more how we really fundraising. So I do bring and buys every year, so in June. So I get all the meat and it all donated from, Najib and Sons and all of. They donate everything. All the rice is donated from. We get the caterers, they donate, will cook the lamb. The bakeries will give all the naan. So everything is donated. And we have a bring and buy sale there at Ansar. And we let the service users, sell everything from outside. We just watch them. And they add it up, they take the correct money and they give the change. So that's the main fundraiser. So inshallah, whoever can do things for us, any savories or anything or any aknis or anything, we packet everything and we sell it there. Another thing is, if all you people that are working, if you've got a family, £1 a month, just donate £1 a month. Anybody working, donate just £1 a month to Ansar. In your family, if you 3 of you, 5 of you, £5 a month. Inshallah, if you do that, and if you can just send your names forward either to Ansar or to the radio station, and they'll pass it on. So you can just send it out and they'll pass it on to me. So if anybody wants to start helping us in funding it, then just £1 a month only.
That is a good deal. £1. Now, brothers and sisters, we don't even realize that an hour, almost 50 minutes we have spent here, Brother Yaya.
50 minutes?
Yeah, almost. And time is flying, so we got very little time left now. So I'd like you to say Assalamu alaikum to all our listeners.
Assalamu alaikum, listeners.
Assalamu alaikum, listeners.
So thank you for joining us today. We shall be back tomorrow at this time, and throughout the day we'll